Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy, Jew and the Jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism.
Sexism.
Much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
Rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
This Oh Steve comes to us from Verb Turner. Setting. It's 1988 and it's an action-packed night in Hollywood. Why? Because all of the best action stars are being presented with awards for their illustrious careers in a famous Hollywood club. Two of the world's best performers decide to arrive together, none other than Sly Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They both walk into Never Gonna Give Up, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Dialogue. Hey, yo, Arnold, how many broads you think I can fuck in here? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. If I see Grace Jones, I'm fucking the curry out of her. All of a sudden, the turntables scratch, and there's a quick scuffle for the microphone, followed by and 1, 2, 3, hit it. A reggae beat ensues. Me want panani for Make Me Nice. When the girls start to strut, you could look at their butt, but you shouldn't do that. Oh, I was supposed to sing that part. Hey, Arnold, is that who I think it is? Oh, is that Sly? Hey, Arnold, is that who I think it is? Holy shit, I think it's... Hey, Steve! What'd you think about that one?
I liked it, but it's a lot of words
Yes.
to get to it.
Yes.
But he had to set up the scene. He set it
Yes.
up. Paint the picture.
Paint the picture. Was that Snickers?
You want one?
You know, I was thinking about just wanting to bite.
I have two of them.
Nah, let me not fall into the depths of tomfoolery.
Here, grab it.
No, I'm good.
You want a bite?
Huh?
You want a bite?
Nah.
Oh, I was gonna break a piece of it.
I know you put that shit in the refrigerator. That shit cold and hard.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna be able to break some off.
Oh, okay.
Here. I haven't touched it.
No, I'm good. Would it be weird if you were like here and I just bit it?
Yeah, it'd be weird. It'd be real weird.
Then here. We have a scroll from the one cast. What a nigga gotta do. What's up, my Hasidic homeboys? It's the long-winded nigga from the city of brotherly love. I got a bone to pick with y'all. I listen and write into the show weekly, bring people to the shows when you hit Helium in Philly, buy merch. I already know where this is going. Give you extra money for comp and tickets. I even provided gift bags the last time you guys were in town. I contribute via email weekly, but don't get the airtime for obvious reasons, and I'm cool with that. My beef is that I'm not considered a regular emailer or made it up high on the podcast contribution train with the likes of Rand Fuchs. What the fuck is happening to me?
I don't know, but that's a good name for him.
Rand Fuchs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rand Foots, Kulch, Shamar, Right Hook, Ronald, or even the fucker from the UK, Brandon. What a brother got to do to break into the top 10 crowd. The rest of you whiners get in line and wait your turn. While I'm really joking, I want everyone else that feel like they're not getting their emails read to know these guys are serious about that fan interaction shit. I've never heard seeing these guys turn away fans trying to show love at the shows or denied requests for tickets. As fans, we have to keep doing our part. That means buy the merch, like and subscribe on YouTube, get the word out, keep writing in. As always, keep your pimp hand strong and your whole train long. Beep, beep, beep. Hee. That was Devon Cass.
You know, yes, everything he said is true.
So you know, dog, just because it ain't always said or seen, don't mean the love ain't there.
We know who the originals are.
You know who the originals are, baby.
But Rand Fuchs is the perfect porn name for Rand Foots.
Yeah.
Rand Fuchs.
Rand Fuchs. and he fucks you in the woods
While he's running.
while he's running.
Ran fucks.
But yeah, D Curse, nigga, don't ever feel like the love ain't there, man. You know, it's just as we get bigger, you know. What, Jimmy John's? You promoting him?
He gave me the gift certificate.
Oh, Dewan Curse. Yeah, man.
Gave me a gift certificate to Jimmy John's in his gift bag. Again, thank you and salute.
Don't ever interrupt me again. I slap the shit out you, bitch.
What is it showing?
Just telling you, bitch. I'm on the month to talk to the hoes. Nah, dog, come on, man. It's just, you know, sometimes as we get bigger or trying to get bigger, these emails coming in, we want to give everybody a fair shot. So, you know, it might take some time to get to you, daddy, but just know we going to be with you, baby. Understand? You know what it is, nigga. It's my pimp guy.
Some of our listeners from Portland don't even write in anymore to give other people chances to get on the podcast.
Farragon, dog, I'm trying to tell you. I know you don't want to believe it. Farragon, baby. It's gone. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. The thrill is gone. Yeah, she gone, dog. Y'all want to see a dead body? All right, I was trying to erase that motherfucker. No, I don't think I read this. Did I read this? Did I read Shamore's? Oh.
I think you did.
Yeah, because I remember she's
But she says that's her daughter in it, right?
Yeah, yeah, okay, I read that, all right. Look at that. I read it, but I didn't get rid of it. I still had your panties. Every now and then, I just pick them up and I smell them. And I'm going to never throw them in the washing machine because even when you ain't here, you here.
Did any women you ever been with leave their underwear at your house?
Not by choice.
Well, you chased them out?
No, they just
stole
couldn't,
them?
they couldn't find it in the
Couldn't
morning.
find
Where are my drawers? Bitch, I don't know. And then I got a whole Nike box full of women's panties. Because I'm a creep like that. All right.
You know, in I think it's Japan, you can buy women's panties, used women's panties at a vending machine.
You told me that. Yeah.
I told you that before?
You said it on the podcast. Yeah.
And it's like a little picture of them.
Right. Japanese, I'm telling you, and we can't fuck with them other countries, man. As much as we think we are hip in the way of all things, America's very conservative sexually.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of other countries that get down.
I like those Japanese game shows when they have one where this. I think I said this on the podcast where the dude stuck their butt through a hole and their wives had to smell the butts and try to figure
They
out.
get weird on some of that shit. They laugh at some of the most insane shit. Have an iguana try to eat a woman pussy. Funny. Miss Deidre Ann Johnson. Today's podcast, you know that Jerry Seinfeld is great friends with the comedian George Wallace. I definitely think it would connect with a black audience. I don't think George Wallace can connect with a black audience.
I was going to say that to her. What I said to her instead was that they were roommates, actually, Jerry Seinfeld and George Wallace. But George Wallace connects, but he's a different kind of comedian. He's not. He ain't doing chuckles. Maybe. Could he do chuckles?
Them niggas is slow enough to where I think he's their speed. And Jerry Seinfeld is good friends with Chris Rock, Mario Joyner. I might be wrong. Nigga named Jerome. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I might have slept on Seinfeld.
That would be a great name for his next special.
Nigga named Yo, that's funny, man. That is funny. Nigga named Yo, that's funny, man. The moment a nig came out my mouth and I knew I connected, man, that's funny. Damn, that's funny. All right, welcome to WTKLA News. We have a guest on today, here to talk about his new special, Jerry Seinfeld, and the special is called A Nigger Named Jerome. That's fucking hilarious.
Jerry, how'd you come up with that?
Well, it happens to be my first name. And deep down, aren't we all niggas? A nigga named Jerome.
But it's funny because it is very funny. But the thing is, remember when he's in that conversation about the N-word, he said, nor do I seek it. That he ever wanted to say that word.
Right.
Because everybody else wanted to say it. And he goes, nor do I seek it.
Nor do I seek it. Right. God, that was funny, man. A nigga named Jerome. Let me go back.
It'd be great if that was on a T-shirt.
What? A nigga named Jerome? Yeah.
That was for his black audience.
Right. Wow. E. Williams, NYC in the house. Great podcast, man. Will you be performing in London anytime soon? I'm a fellow New Yorker from the Bronx, starving for some non-PC humor from a real one. Well, damn, so I would assume you done moved to London, and they don't have any real hardcore niggas in London. You might want to look up this one dude. His name is Brandon. He goes by Cocksucker.
Please, let's get something in London. I would love.
Dude, I'm telling you, I would love for us to go to London, man. It's awesome. Love it.
I love London, but I just need a reason to go. Tara's going, and I'm not even going.
Didn't you just go to? Oh, well, y'all went to.
That was last year. We went to London. I went to London and to France.
So you've been to London?
Yeah, but I wanted to go this year. She's going again. She has to go for work, but it was going to be like I was going to be fucking. She has to go for work for real, and then I was just going to go there to have fun, and I was going to fuck up her time there because she needed to work. So I'm going to stay back home. She's only going for 2 days. That's a rough trip for 2 days.
What's that? A 5 hour?
It's 5 hour flight. It's not. It's just like going to LA. But I mean,
2 days ain't bad though.
No, she's gonna go there. She's gonna go there one night. She's gonna get there in the morning, I guess, and then she has that whole day to do nothing except get ready for whatever court she has to do. Then go for that next day, and then the next day she comes back. So she's really there 3 days. But I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, 10 hours is a long time for 2 days. That's from LA.
Yeah, if you leave from LA, then it's 10 hours.
It's funny how that is. Like, but and for me to go to Hawaii is 5 hours. For you to do it, it'll be 10 hours. Yeah. Damn. Alan Green, shooting the shit episode. What's up, fellas? Been a while since I emailed in, but best believe I've still been listening, watching the podcast. First off, my condolences to Andy and the loss of his biological father. It was so great to hear him go into detail about the ups and downs of their relationship because you could just feel the natural energy of which he spoke with. I've never been on a plane, so I can't relate to a lot of what you guys talked about during that segment. Well, you should try it. It's everything you've imagined but couldn't afford.
It's like you're Thurston Howell the Third.
Yes, of course. The peanuts taste more peanuttier in first. What was I at? But I still laugh. Lastly, I wholeheartedly agree with Aries' idea of an 80s purge once every couple of years because these kids nowadays don't really know how great they have it. If 100 of them went and played in the woods like back in the day, only 3 would come out because they didn't have GPS to rescue them. Or none of them might come out because if they meet the right nigga in the woods, Rand fucks them.
While running.
Yes. Wouldn't that be some shit? They almost make it out the woods and then you just see them snatch back in.
Let me ask you this question. You're about ready to go into the woods and you see a naked dude just scaring some dude, bear hugging him, running him while fucking him. Would you ever go in the woods again?
No. 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 And by kids, I mean 18-year-olds. These kids now have more days off from school, and the reasons are just made up nonsense. Wilcox School will be closed today because why do fingernails exist day? I remember growing up, there would be a full-blown winter blizzard, but best believe our black asses was still trudging along in 10 foot of snow, sweating and freezing our asses off while wrapped up in 3 pairs of snow pants and another great episode. Will you two be coming to Michigan anytime soon? My wife and I would love to see you two in person. I introduced her to the podcast, and she's a fan. Hopefully no $10 a lot of read on this podcast. It would blow my wife's mind. Much love to you both. Appreciate it, Alan Green.
I heard someone was telling me there's some new clubs that opened up in Detroit.
Really?
In the Detroit area.
Oh, shit, okay.
So, I mean, I would love to go out there and do it. I actually liked the one time that we went out there. I wasn't
what was it? No, what was that?
Punchline.
Punchline.
Yeah.
The black joint.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. The club was okay.
Yeah.
The people were nice.
Yeah.
The people that liked me were nice. The people that hated me stood in the back of the room and were like, "Why'd you bring this dude?"
Man, that dude that hosted, that motherfucker had the greatest shout out to that one chick when he said, "Give it up for Etta James."
Yeah.
And she looked like Etta James. Oh my God, that shit was on point. The timing on that was impeccable.
I would love to go back out there.
Note to Steve and Anthony as you watch this. The whole part where I start talking about Ram Foots fucking the kids, cut that out. I just have to really tread lightly until this thing is finally put to bed for real. So just cut around that and just cut that out and let me just read the whole email as is. Thank you. Coming back to in 3, 2, 1. Joe King, episode 520. God damn. The Jew and the Jerk, you're about to get the work. Uh-oh. I'll skip some of the politics to prevent this message from extending longer than an erected penis. Well, it's already doing that. But I will say that I identify as a new Jew that we Gentile niggas have been invited to be a part of. Also, me love jerk chicken, you see. To ratted. So my opener above has no bad intent. I got a feeling this is going to be laced with attempts with jokes. Since y'all unanimously agreed to entitle this episode as Shooting the Shit, I'm going to be on my shit and shoot shots. Aries, you welcomed us to more or less unload jizz, shit, or piss. So jizzits, here goes. Oh, boy. These two comedic OGs are overloaded with too many nice ties. Nice ties. And then he spells it Niceties as one word. Looks like I've got to disturb the peace to keep on the tippy toes. Sheesh. Y'all as rusty as Andy's stale cum shade of gray beard. You know,
He's taking a shot.
I know, but lead the jokes to the professionals, people. I don't mind a shot, but goddamn, you audition a whole load. He ought to be compared. He ought to compose an ode to Odin for blessing him with magnificent glasses, enabling him to view his receded hairline when looking back 1,000 years. I'd take a millennium of tanning in Africa's region before bro grows 2/5 the tone as the Negro beside him. Speaking of which, it cheeses me off when Spears always clears his throat on air like he's coughing up pubes from tea bags brewed between his esophagus and chin. And after the nuts, okay, next email. I'm not doing that. I'm not. This is ridiculous. This nigga's too much. This nigga trying to be, he trying to do like I did when I met Eddie Murphy. You trying to be funny. Just chill. Like nigga, those are jokes. Relax. Rami Yahoo.
What did you do though when he said that to you? Did you just? But did you stay in the room? Did you leave?
No, I stayed in the room, but I shut the fuck up.
Was that the last thing you said? Then the rest of the
yeah. The king spoke. The king spoke.
Did he ever say anything to you again?
No.
He didn't even feel the need to like.
No, he just told me basically fall back and chill out. Right. Yeah, those are jokes. You're trying to be funny, man. I use jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But doesn't even come back to rescue you a little bit.
No.
Not at all.
No. Rami Yahoo. Serious relationship advice. That last email was going to give me a headache. Trying to make me speak in tongues and, fuck out of here. Serious. I'm about 5 public reads in, so I consider myself a regular now. Rami here, pronounced Rami. My real name is AC, by the way. Looking forward to y'all coming to New York to kill. Anyway, seeking some serious advice from some real OGs who have maybe been there before. I'm a visual artist and overall creator. I draw, paint, make pottery, sculpt, have plants, etc. My lady and I are both from North Alabama, born and raised, both living in Memphis now. We've been dating for 4 years in February. Relationship-wise, she's the best thing that has ever happened to me. She doesn't drink, smoke, curse, holler, and most of all, loved me when I was 27 living upstairs in my father's den with Dick. Jesus. Both our families are also cool. It's great. Fast forward to this year, I have the opportunity to live and produce art in New York starting January 2024. However, my lady is a total homebody, oh goodness, who doesn't want to be too far away from her family down south. Me, on the other hand, can't wait to dip. So just from you both's wisdom and experience, goodness gracious, which sounds like it should be more of a priority. Pursue my dream as an internationally respected... Andy, it's God. Pursue my dream as an internationally respected visual creator and potentially miss out on a special relationship with a keeper or lock in a loving woman to grow old with, wondering what could have been. Mind you, she completely supports my decision. Much respect to you guys. Well, that's the key part right there. She respects your decision because if she truly loves you the way she should and the way you say she does, she would want you to go. She knows you're coming back. It ain't like you're going to go paint some shit and then be like, yo, I'm never coming back, unless you paint new models and you catch a model that changed the game. But anything short of that, she's supposed to support you, man, and stand by you. So you go ahead, man, follow your dream, brother. You don't know?
I don't know, because the only reason I say this, if you would have asked me this question before the pandemic, I would have said, go to New York, do what you do, follow your dream. But it isn't as you have. The one thing social media has given us is the opportunity to make your home actually the epicenter of what you do. What I mean by that is you can bring everybody into your home through social media. And if you're doing pottery, you're doing visual, you don't necessarily have to be there. New York can find you where you're at, and then you can come out and do shows. You can do that. But
do you really believe that's true?
Yeah, I do believe it's true because a lot of comedians aren't going to L.A. or New York anymore. Look at what's happening in Memphis, not Memphis, Austin, and then where's the country music?
Yeah, but I think comedy's a different hustle.
It is different, but I think artists are staying a little bit. They're doing it a little bit different. But if you want to experience the community, that art community, then you kind of have to go where it is. But
that's what I'm leaning on.
Yeah.
Like there's no place like New York when it comes to art, and you being an art dude. You know what I mean? Like that's the epicenter.
In Brooklyn, the culture for artists,
the culture
is unbelievable. So it depends where you're at and what you really want, what part of the journey is. I know your girl doesn't want to go far from home, but I mean, if she give you 6 months to a year just to go out there to experience that, so that you come with you. I mean, I know she wants to stay close to home, but why can't you do a year? Why can't you do 6 months or a year away? And maybe she'll get to see something different. Maybe she'll even experience life a little differently. I think that if you can bring her with you because of who she is to you, that would be even better. And what's a year commitment or a 6 month commitment even, that she comes out for 6 months and sees that she likes it. I think that from what you said, the idea of you experiencing that together and then getting to experience the art culture there and then still have the person that you want in your corner with you, it allows that experience to be even better. If she stays at home, then you're not getting the experience that you want because the person that you want to be there with you is somewhere else. And then you only are you got one foot in the door.
And if your dreams are as really big as described when you say you want to be, how did you word this? Where was it? The opportunity. Nah, I can't find it in this motherfucker. It ain't really that long. But yeah, the way you described it, the international artist of blah, 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 blah. If you really want to be that big, man, you can't,
You can do it, though, in your community now. In the community you're in, if you really believe and you're into what you're doing, you can.
like the word you use, culture, because, when you're around that culture, you're around people that are going to give you different ideas, opinions.
They're going to challenge you to do better.
They're going to challenge you. They're going to be different races. Memphis, I don't know. There's one, as far as a culture, there's one culture.
There's art cultures in every community, but I mean there is something.
What that is you painted there? You can't paint no apple. What that mean abstract? What that mean? What it is that you paint right there?
I think if you really want the shot that you want, your girl should come with you for a year or 6 months. That would be the ideal situation.
What you mean that's a collage?
And that's not her leaving home. That's her going on an adventure for a year. And that seems to that would mean a lot to you, I think. And if you could explain it to her that way, and it doesn't uproot her forever unless she wants to be there. But she should get to experience that too, man. I think people should challenge themselves to experience some more stuff. So
you want to lead with your brush, or you want to lead with your dick?
There's all kinds of ways to do it. There's not going to be a right way for you. But, if she would go with you, that would be the right way to experience. If you go out to New York, by the way, and you're doing some pottery, I would love to learn how to do some of the pottery stuff, to be a potter. I'd love to learn some of that. Let me know.
I never wanted to get all that mud on my hands.
Dude, that's what water's for. Wash the shit off afterwards. That pottery shit, the really good potters that make these incredible, it's such an artisan way. It's such an old traditional way of making useful items that are art. It's unbelievable to me. That connection to history,
the clay.
Yeah, to the earth, to history. That shit's amazing.
Shay, porn title. What up, AAA? I'm somewhat of a new listener and a first-time writer. Oh, Steve, cue it up. I'm trying to stay current as well as backtrack to catch up. I had to resend this email because I realized that I didn't leave a name on the last one. So technically, I'm a second-time writer, I guess. I thought I'd take a shot at this porn title thing. Just remember, I'm an amateur. See, I like that. You gave us a little warning that it might be crap. Titanic becomes Tight Anus. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet as Leonardo deep in your asshole. And Kate bends quick because she bends over quick to get Leo's dick. Oh, now I got it. I hope this gets at least a little chuckle out of you guys. It did. If not, hopefully there's not a $10 lot of money. Keep the entertaining podcast. Keep up the entertaining podcast, gentlemen. T-Mac.
We're going to get you a bouncing ball.
Yeah, I might need one. I'm still trying to recover from that one attempt at comedy.
That got your eyes crossed?
Oh, God.
It made you do Shaq eyes?
My brain was rocking inside my dome.
I wanted. When are you going to? Honestly, for the people that are listening to
glasses.
Let's be honest. Aries needs some glasses. When are you gonna?
I tried to make the appointment before I came out here, but they had me on hold for 32 minutes. But I'm gonna make it when I get back.
Where'd you make the appointment at?
The place my doctor recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to watch you read those.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get some ridiculous frames, dude. I'm gonna purposely go get some. I'm gonna get the kind of frames that De Niro wore at the end of Casino, like 2 bus windshields.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love those.
Yeah.
You'll go from a comedian to an agent overnight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Delisha. Let's play a game. The victim is a repeat sex offender strapped to a table. Now imagine a straw/bottle cleaner type instrument, but small enough to fit into his meatus, his pee hole. I wonder if that's a real term, meatus.
I don't know. Meet us at the pee hole.
And instead of the usual bristles, there are tiny metal parts in various sizes and shapes. Think of the medieval Morning Star weapon. This piece gets shoved into the meatus and pulled out gets pulled out at lightning speed repeatedly. The amount of times match his number of victims. After that, his toenails are slowly ripped off one by one, being sure to catch some skin along the way. Once all 10 toenails are removed, his feet will be placed into rubbing alcohol to soak like he's getting a pedicure, LOL. All of this is happening with the Lamb Chops song that never ends, song playing on repeat in the background. After all of this, his final stop will be to jail with Big Dick Buster as his cellmate. Sorry I did torture instead of kill, LOL, Delisha. Ooh, shit.
It's pretty good.
Ooh. Dude, let me ask you something. You ever been to the doctor and he check you for any STDs and he put the Q-tip in the tip of your penis? In the head of your penis?
I have worse than that, man.
Dude, that hurts, dude.
Yeah, well, and then that you can like cotton's supposed to be soft.
Yeah.
It ain't soft inside you.
Oh, God.
But when I had my prostate checked to see if I could have that procedure, I used to do that joke on stage where they put a metal rod down your urethra.
Ooh.
And and they stick it in. They go all the way down deep in your junk, and so they can see in there. And but what the funniest thing is the doctor's doing it. I'm like, they don't give you any. They don't give you anything for it.
Right.
And the guy just looks at me and he goes, what's funny is when you're young, when you're in your 20s, you'd be screaming right now if I was doing this, but. Now that you're, I think I was just before I was in my 50s, and he goes, now it just hurts. But by the time you get to 70s, they say it feels like a cough. Like I ain't in my 70s.
Right, right.
This fucking is killing me right now. But, yeah, man, this is the part about getting old that sucks, is that there's new medical tests that you are not aware that you're going to be running into. And they have a way to get in. These little orifices are just another place to put a camera.
When you started that, I heard a smidget of Norm Macdonald. In your 20s, it hurt. My Norm Macdonald turns into Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see why that would do that, though.
Yeah.
And then, hey, I'm on a ride.
Right. But in the 70s, it's in the golf.
Dude, that's somebody, I know that you weren't a big Norm fan, but as life goes on, don't you hear Norm a little bit in life now? Don't you hear a little bit of Norm in certain things that are happening there? You wish he was here to comment on it? No? Mm-mm. Oh, I do. Mm-mm. I love that dude.
No, don't do nothing for me.
He's a big gambler, man.
He was?
He was a big gambler.
Oh, shit.
Sharing secrets.
Sharing secrets. Santos B. And One Street Ball. Dear Aries and Andy, as hardcore basketball fans, let me clear my throat. But
you sound like Seth. When you clear your throat, it sounds just like him.
I would like to ask you guys these questions. Do you like and One Street Ball? If so, who were your favorite players? And who do you see playing in the NBA in their prime if they were given the opportunity to play? Keep up the good work. Now I'm going to turn into a school teacher. If you had done your homework and listened to the teacher and listened to this podcast from episode 1 and go in order, you would know we talked about and one. We talked about street ball, but you didn't do your homework, which is why you don't know this. But to answer your question, I like Hot Sauce. I thought Hot Sauce was dope. I like The Professor.
Who's the dude that played in the NBA?
Oh, Ray for Austin. Skip to my
Yeah, Skip to my Lou.
And my man, what was his name? The Cadillac nigga. They called Cadillac or something because he was big and fat like an SUV, like a Cadillac, but he could ball. So yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah. I'm not I was being honest. I'm not remembering any names right now.
There was Half Man, Half Amazing.
He was good.
Yeah.
But Skip to my Lou, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the professor is still playing ball, man.
I love those clips of the professor schooling motherfuckers on basketball courts that think that, they could take him. That shit, he be breaking them niggas down. Yeah, he was nice. And I think, I think it's a height thing, obviously, but I think the professor could have played in the NBA if he was at the right height for what he could do, but he was just too small. He's a normal dude in height.
What do you think, like a Wembyama, if he goes to, could he play? Could he play that game?
Street ball?
Yeah.
Dude, I won't ever put anything past the pros. It's the reason why they pros.
I know, but his game is a little different. And it's in that structure.
He got to grow out of that praying mantis body.
Well, he's always going to be thin. He's never going to.
You don't think he'll ever put on some weight?
Might put on a little weight, but he's going to be like a Kevin Garnett, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kevin was such a ferocious nigga.
Yeah, and Wembyama doesn't feel like that. But you don't know what's going to happen. Not at all. But you don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Right.
I don't think he can play that game.
Who?
Wembyama.
Nah.
Not yet. Maybe as he gets into the NBA and he gets a little meaner, he'd be able to figure it out.
Right.
But I don't think he moves quick enough. He can move, but if it was that when it's less people on the court and you got to cover more ground,
right.
I don't know. But he has that height.
Yeah, he has the height, but he's so frail.
Yeah.
Like I could just see him getting crossed up so easy. And you cross him up aggressive enough, he might lose his knees.
What's that little pretzel laying on the?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to read people that we've read before. I'm trying to look for the new ones. Heath King. Let me see some. Some of these motherfuckers really be writing in long fucking joints.
Yeah, if you're a new emailer, if you really want to get on the pod, paragraph, man.
Damn.
Quick paragraph.
Tay J. Keefe D on one of Tupac's killers. What's up, y'all? This is Tay. I heard Andy ask, did they have any interviews and whatnot to ever capture Keefe D? So he's been on Vlad about 3-4 years ago, and he openly admitted to everything. And in other interviews, he has openly admitted to who was in the car and the fact that he was in the car when the Tupac murder happened. He actually joked that Tupac looked like he was breakdancing as he was getting shot, and that was crazy. And that they initially thought that Suge was dead because he was shot. He admits to everything in his own book also. He even told the police what happened years ago, and his fat fucking snaggletooth ass thought he had some sort of immunity whenever he did, which is why he was so open about it. But he forgets that there's no statute of limitations on murder. He's a known Crip in Cali, and he should have known that. Now he'll get out. But I just wanted to say that I love your podcast and comedy. I always have, but you should watch his interviews and see how goofy he is for admitting murder. Andy and Aries, y'all be safe. Yeah, man, stupidity exists. I don't know why he would ever do that.
But did he say why he did it? Do they ever say why?
No, I don't think so.
Just that's the thing that I want to, and I don't usually ask that question because there's no what's the reason why for killing someone else, really? Someone that you don't know even.
Well, there was a reason, because let me make sure I get this right. Somebody in his crew is one of the guys that Tupac, I think, stomped out
at the
MGM. Yeah. So it was like,
So that's the whole reason why.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, I'm not saying that that's good reason, but damn, sometimes I would like there to be a reason.
Yeah, I just think that, dude, you got to be a cold-hearted person, soulless, to not say to yourself, I'm just going to take this person's life and fuck how it affects their kids, their parents, their mama. You know what I'm saying? Their spouse. You know, the damage isn't done obviously to just the victim. You know, and to not care about that, to not think about that, you got to be a soulless person.
But I think, yeah, either way, you're sold. To take someone's life like that in such a in a moment of ridiculous anger.
Yeah.
But this is I don't.
I mean, at the very least, if you feel like you got to do something, go try to shoot the fair one with him, fight him.
Yeah.
But don't take his life.
But I'm glad. It's as dumb as it sounds. If that's the reason, at least there's a reason. Sometimes you just see people do it for the notoriety, I mean, this is an old story, but David Chapman that shot John Lennon gets an autograph from him early in the day and then kills him at the end of the day.
But that guy had mental issues, right?
Yeah, but
so like, listen, if you're a stone cold killer, a la Dahmer, that guy, or serial killer, I hate to even use the word at least, but there's an issue there. There's a mental issue there.
Right.
But if you're of sound mind and body and you're not having mental problems, you have the ability to have make a conscious effort to think about that.
And be better than that?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was something I wanted to ask you. Can't think of it now, but I had something I wanted to ask you. Raymond Martinez. Porn movie names. Yo, A&A, just a few porno movie names that came to mind. Hope you enjoy. Suck It Off, starring Queen Latifah. Suck It Off. Nut Club, starring Brad Penetration.
That is a good name for a porn star, but when
Brad Penetration, it just doesn't play off Pitt.
No, but Brad Penetration, I could that like Dirk Diggler.
Yeah.
Brad Penetration.
Yeah.
I kind of see that as a porn name.
Hidden Twats. I like that. Starring Taraji Pussy Squirts. And for what that movie was, you could play the angle of, there are 3 black women who
in space?
Not in space, but like NASA or whatever is trying to keep them hidden from the white astronaut men working in the facility because they're black. But eventually, them white boys fuck them black hidden twats. I like that last one. Conspiracy theory, Hunter Hitch, conspiracy theory. Do you think it's possible that some listeners send in manufactured inflammatory emails about Andy simply because they want their email read? A, they know Aries will read it because they appear to have a problem with Andy. B, they know this will force Andy to respond, thus keeping their email and their name mentioned over and over during said podcast. Am I on to something or am I way off base? Anything is possible, but that's not, no. I would say no because that's not the criteria in which things get read. I don't look at something and go, I might look at something and go, ooh, this got to me, so I can't wait to read it. But there's some things that just stay on the shelf simply because others are more interesting or funnier.
And I do know I rub people the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah.
So you could tell kind of when it's real, I think.
Right. Because they get specific.
Yeah, certain moments. Yeah. But like the one we had last week, that one wasn't specific enough. But he came after you a little bit too.
About the idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And Andy's going to respond either way because it's kind of the job.
There's a little bit of a job to this.
Yeah. Horace Dearman, New Man Food and Porn title. What's up, A&A? You should check out the new show, The Continental. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
From the world of John Wick. It starts September 22nd on Peacock.
Yeah, I want to see this.
You need to check it out. Porn title from Thor Ragnarok. It's Horror Gagacock. Love you, brothers. Keep up the good work. So the Continental is like a John Wick spinoff.
Yeah, but the hotel I guess everything takes place at that hotel.
So is somebody playing John Wick?
I don't know. There's other killers and other things I think that are happening at the Continental.
Yeah, dude, I'm not a fan of the here's the television version of the movie with a different star that's not the main star. I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know, but the idea of that Continental was kind of a cool idea.
I think that's a cool idea, but if you're going to make a John Wick knockoff, dude, come on, man. Nah. I can't suck on mama's titty and then you give me a bottle.
I'm curious to see what it's going to be. I think it could be good. And they've done better with TV movies. And this is Peacock, so it's not regular. It's not regular. It's going to have a little bit more that they can do with it.
Like, dude, I'm telling you, even if they did The Equalizer for TV, but not Queen Latifah, but a dude, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's not Denzel.
They're not going to do another Equalizer, though, are they?
I think they may be done. I think they may be done.
Because it's going to be hard not to show Denzel walking anymore. He just doesn't have that same strut anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not. They did a good job in the last one. It was good, but it seemed like the retirement episode.
It did.
Like I'm in Italy now,
and I'm at peace.
I'm in peace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this crostini.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna enjoy my rest of my days here.
Sherrard. Porn title with a twist. What's up, guys? Congratulations on reaching the 500. I still remember when Aries, you spell my name, Arise, seemingly had fear, or not, would have hit 300. Now you're at the half-century mark. Congrats. Anywho, y'all been doing this porn title deal the past number of episodes, and I thought I'd give mine, but with a twist. Instead of a movie title being flipped into a porn title, I want to dirty up song lyrics. Here we go. Phil Collins in the air tonight. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord, because I can feel myself coming in your stomach tonight. Oh, girl. That's it for me. Can't wait to catch a show next time you're near me. Safe travels and keep the laughs going. Yeah, don't do the twist no more.
Yeah, was it coming in or on your stomach?
Right. Stick to the movies. Don't walk before you run, baby. You know what I mean? Walk before you run. But it was an attempt.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm just trying to think of how you could, because then I'm thinking about the drum beats coming in.
That's on our chest.
Yeah, that's them coming, right?
Yeah.
So you should have waited for that part.
Right. And yeah, it's to the face. Shooting in the face.
I'm thinking, coming on your
face tonight.
And then do.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, if you think it's stupid, we could go dumber.
Yeah. We're professionals. Let me see if this. Oh God, what is this? He says, "Please read,
Please.
please, please, please." Let me see. Ace Williamson. Ace is the place for the. I don't know the rest. There's just one man food movie you guys missed this year. This is from Ace Williamson. What up, A&A? Long time since I wrote in. I just wanted to give you guys credit for catching up on every badass movie that has dropped this year and doing a review on them. From Creed 3 to John Wick 4 and down to even Sisu. which surprised the hell out of me because that film wasn't even promoted that heavily, and I feel it's a sleeper of the year for me. I don't understand how Andy didn't like it. Did you say you didn't like it?
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Oh, I don't remember you saying you didn't like it. Was it full of nonsense? Abso-fucking-lutely. But it was so fucking dope and a thrill to watch. The only movie you guys missed was that amazing piece of work in the latest Mission Impossible, which we eventually covered.
Yep.
Tom Cruise is still the man, and he killed it. He killed his role in this movie. All the actors brought their A game. I swear, it's just long as fuck, just like John Wick. But it didn't feel like it because it was entertaining from start to finish. I know you guys will see it eventually and do a review, which we did. Tom has been 2 for 2 lately because Top Gun Maverick from last year was also an incredible fucking film. Last thing about The Equalizer 3, Denzel is still that dude and always will be. I enjoyed the film. My only knock is that I wish they made the bad guys more of a threat to Denzel. He was cutting through each and every one of them like Swiss cheese. I know he's this trained and highly dangerous black ops assassin, but he could have went through more hell dealing with those enemies because John Wick went through hell and back in his last film, so you could see the threat level of the bad guys more. In Equalizer 3, I didn't feel that. Finally, if I had to rank them all in order, I'm going with 1, John Wick 4, 2, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, 3, Sisu, 3, Creed 3, and 4, Equalizer 3. I'm not mad at you, man. It's man food. However you digest it, you digest it.
I'm just, you know what? I don't know what it is about Tom Cruise. He doesn't even look like Tom Cruise anymore.
No, he doesn't. He looks older.
Yeah, but not even like like he doesn't look like an older Tom Cruise. He looks like a different older person. But I like the movie. I did like it. I always hold off on watching these Mission Impossibles, and then I do like them. I'm like, how long are we going to wait for this next part? But I do like that he made that movie during the pandemic as well.
Right. Those Mission Impossibles to me feel like download movies. I'm not speaking of the quality of the movie. I'm just saying, for me to go to the theater, I don't see myself spending money for Mission Impossible. I just wait till it come out on the download. Equalizer, I had to see that in the theater. There was no way I was going to download that and watch it on my tablet.
Well, you weren't going to wait for it to come out either.
No. Dude, how excited are you for? Because I think they're getting ready to release the trailer. Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Yeah, no, I saw him talking about that. You know, he's just such a different guy. I want to see it, but he's such a different guy now when on the interviews. Man. He almost seems...
He's Wizard's Eddie.
Yeah.
He's Wizard's Eddie.
But he's so much more cerebral now, and when he talks more like a
well thought out older gentleman,
like the Yoda.
Right. And you know, that character is a specific way.
Yeah.
So you can't.
But I know he's
young, wisecracking, street smart, hip. That's a different energy than 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wonder why Eddie waited so long to do these sequels. Coming to America 2 should have came out shortly after Coming to America 1 in the 90s.
At least the 2000s.
That too. I don't know. And Judge Reinhold he almost don't look the same.
He doesn't look the same.
And the dude playing Taggart, he looks unrecognizable.
He looks skinny now too, doesn't he?
Yeah, like sickly.
Yeah.
Jesus. We old, man. Our childhood is flashing right before our eyes, dude. Our childhood is old now. Our memories on screen are old, literally.
No, when we look at the people that we knew as kids, and now we're looking at them in movies today, those are the people we didn't trust when we were kids.
We looked at them as kids, and now we're adults looking at them as grandfathers.
Yeah.
Literal grandfathers. Oh, that's crazy.
It's wild, man. Getting old is not fun. I had a girl that she's a few years younger than me, passed away recently, and now these deaths are close to home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now you question, like, you know what's scary? And I'm going to tell you this. I never, and this, a lot of death conversation. But when Bob Saget passed away, and he passed away on the road, I think that's the worst, man. Even if he didn't feel it.
Because he was by himself?
By yourself. They don't find you. You're not answering your phone. They go and check on you, and they're like, yep, there he is.
Right.
And now you don't really have any loved ones around you. Now they have to figure out how to ship you. Like now you're product. You're not even a person. You're product. They're gonna have to put you in a box on a plane. First they have to have you examined. Then they're gonna have to box you up, ship you.
Did they ever say officially what it was?
They said he hit his head and then he had some brain.
So he just passed out or something?
Like I think he got up. They said what they think could happen is that he woke up and he went to go back to bed. You know how like sometimes you go back and maybe you're not used to the bed that you're in, and he hit his head on the headboard, and he hit it hard enough that and in the right spot that he had like I guess a brain bleed or something like that, and then he died.
Wow. So he was knocked unconscious?
He wasn't knocked unconscious. He didn't even know. He just hit it, and it hit him in the right spot, and he went to sleep, and then he died in his sleep.
Oh, wow.
That's what they're saying. That's how they said it probably happened.
Right.
But now you're just, like I said, now you're just packaging. Now they have to.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Jesus.
You might as well be delivered home by Amazon. Take a Bob Saget. I'm not trying to put Bob. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Bob. I'm talking about about our bodies. What's left after we go.
Right.
But now you got to pack that shit up, and he has to go, and now they're waiting. It just seems. Now that I'm at this age, I question it while I'm on the road. That would, to me, would be the worst. Now I'm just someone's problem.
Damn. As long as you ain't your own problem. And at that point, you ain't.
No, you're not your own problem. Someone else has to deal with it. But it's just, to me, I start to think about things like that. And it's fucking, it's different. People don't understand. We're on the road. And like I said, I've been on the road now for 3 weeks. You're lonely. You want to see your girl. You want your own bed. I want to get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee in my fucking house. So yeah, and then those stories, and you're at an age that you start thinking about this shit, and I don't think it's bad to think about it as long as you don't focus on it, but you do consider it.
Last one, Nasadine Bagby.
That sounds like a porn name.
Oh, Nasadine Bagby.
Bagby.
The statute of limitations when it comes to celebrities. So Aries and Andy, I recently had a conversation with one of my friends, and they said that Michael Jackson could do whatever he wanted. Oh, God. Wanted to kids. And R. Kelly was a bad person. But my thing, just because Michael Jackson wasn't found guilty doesn't mean that he wasn't weird. And why is MJ the only celeb with the statute of limitation? And how much sense did it make to send your children to a home of a grown-ass man? And also, if R. Kelly can't be exempt from the rules, neither can Michael. And the crazy part, if he actually weird and be for real, if you have, Michael, and the crazy part, if he actually weird and he be for real, if you have kids at your house, you sleep in your bed. Oh, folks, it's not me. I swear to God.
Maybe she was very emotional when she was writing this.
It's me for real. If you have kids at your house.
Can you do it in the Asian voice?
I can't. I'm trying to find what fucking place I was at. Wait, hold on. You can sleep in not the same bed or room as you. And I find that MJ and R. Kelly are sick, twisted, dark individuals who has ever walked this earth or a planet. Before you judge, and there's merit to what you're saying. Get up and go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and go, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Sweetie, please, proofread. You have not one piece of punctuation in this whole fucking email. There's not a period. There's not a comma, an exclamation point, and on top of that, some bad grammar.
Because she got that all out in one shot. That was one shot, Aries. She felt it emotionally, and she got it out in one shot. The one thing I would say, though, because you keep putting Michael Jackson and R. Kelly on the same thing, there's video of R. Kelly
munching a chick ass out from the back.
Pissing on people.
Come on.
Not Michael Jackson doesn't have any video.
But that doesn't mean he didn't do anything.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but when you have evidence where you see it, and the other one where you can only go, well, we think he did, there's a difference.
Right.
One had a video camera, and the other one didn't. That's the difference. Right. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you putting them two on the same place, and I can't do that in my mind. Michael Jackson had a weird childhood, and I don't know. I mean, I just can't. For the life of me, here's what I'm going to say. For the life of me, I cannot imagine a parent sending their kid over to a pedophile's house if that's what they believe happened.
He is?
If they did, and they send it over to his house, and then they find out that he did something to the kid, and they settled on money, knowing that other kids could go over there, those parents deserve fucking the worst for themselves too. Because that is not, there's no amount of money that you're going to take for what your kid would go through, and then leaving that open for other kids to go through. So as much as I would blame Michael Jackson if that was true, which I'm not saying it is, I hate those parents for letting other kids then have to go through that.
You know, just from a straight moral and parental standpoint, you're right, and you're right. No parent should let their kids sleep over a grown man's house. But this is how enamored people are with celebrity, and we're talking about one of the biggest, most legendary, iconic celebrities in the world, not just America, on the fucking entire planet. So whatever, aura you feel you have about this person, even if he wasn't Michael Jackson, but just regular famous, you're enamored. But now we talking about the biggest of the biggest. So I don't even think their parents see that as anything but, how could this be a threat? How could this be a bad thing?
But then
it's Michael Jackson.
But then if it's true and those parents took money, they're just as horrible.
Now, did they take money or did they take money? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they might have just took some money. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, took advantage of that situation.
Of his situation, that he didn't do anything.
Right.
But like I said, those are two different cases to me. I can't put those on the same place because there is video of one that's different than the other one. And plus testimony and rooms that they saw that people were being kept in. But again, I'm going to say this, and this is where people will get mad at me. I ain't getting rid of any R. Kelly albums. I'm not, because I'm separating the man from the art from the man. Am I going to go buy some right now? No, I'm not going to make him extra money. But if I have them, or if it came on the radio, I'm not turning it off. The music is the music. There's been horrible people that have done stuff that we don't even know about that we have in our homes. They've come up with architecture. They've done they've made inventions that we're using today. We're not going to stop doing that because they were a horrible person. There's plenty of horrible people from history. I wish we could figure this out because we're being disingenuous if you think that you're going to get rid of everything that a bad person had something to do with. We get rid of almost everything.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it.
I do think that's it. Let me tell you where we're going to be.
You know something you haven't told them in a minute?
I know. I'm going to record one in the beginning, and I'm going to give it to Steve to put on the end. Because this is the...
God, my ass is hurting.
These chairs should not be allowed.
Jesus, this is why you boutique hotels, man.
Guys, we're off next week, but December 15th through the 17th, we're going to be at Summit City in Fort Wayne, Indiana, followed by December 21st through the 23rd at Bricktown Comedy Club in OKC. December 28th through the 30th, we're finishing out the year at the Improv in D.C. Can't wait to be out there. Hope you guys can make it out.
Yeah, peace. Peace.
Guys, hey, I hope you like the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed us. We enjoy doing the podcast, but all we do is we ask you for some support, and all you need to do is click that button, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Ari Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.